If ongoing climate change persists, resulting in more frequent and stronger natural disasters, officials say devastation could trigger the mass migration of hundreds of millions of people in the not-too-distant future. Jackie Ibanez takes a look at two communities here in the U.S. where climate change is already ruining lives.
Over the next 30 years, natural disasters amplified by climate change are expected to drive roughly 143 million people worldwide out of their homes, according to a recent United Nations report. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, meantime, says coastal sea levels are expected to rise nearly a foot by 2050. Scientists like Jesse Keenan of Tulane University predict the increase will trigger the migration of nearly 50 million Americans.
Heartbreaking just to know that they won't be able to live the life I did when I was a kid, because it won't be here.
But for two communities in the U.S., climate change is already threatening their way of life. Shishmaref is a native Alaskan village, home to roughly 600. But increased storms and dwindling sea ice are causing the town to disappear into the ocean. The worsening conditions are also impacting people's ability to hunt for their main sources of food.
As that coastal erosion happens, the villages are getting closer and closer to the ocean, to the point where waves are breaking through the communities.
Meanwhile, in northern New Mexico, members of the Tewa tribe are facing extreme wildfires and drought. Destroying sacred land the tribe has lived and farmed on for thousands of years.
Our grandkids will never see how it was before.
But as these communities try and adapt, scientists say areas like the Northeast and Midwest could be popular regions for Americans to relocate if the effects of climate change worsen.
Possible pilot strikes could lead to a holiday travel nightmare. Short-term rentals are still in demand, and grocery stores are prepping for a high-inflation Thanksgiving. CJ Papa has today's business briefs.
Airline chaos looming ahead of the busy Thanksgiving travel season as United Airline pilots reject a new contract that includes a 14.5% pay raise. 10,000 United pilots are once again threatening to walk the picket line if their demands are not met. Last year, over 27 million Americans hit the skies during the long Thanksgiving holiday weekend. AAA estimates over 109 million Americans took flights for the December holiday season. Another sign people are still traveling, Airbnb reporting record revenue for the summer quarter. Its profit topped $1 billion for the first time since it went public in 2020. Airbnb's results were driven by higher bookings in cities, more travel to other countries, and longer stays. The vacation rental company says it expects growth to continue in the coming months. It has a backlog of future bookings and says fewer reservations are being canceled. 2019, that's the year Aldi is turning back the clock to for its Thanksgiving Price Rewind promotion. The grocery store chain is matching prices from 3 years ago to help customers struggling to keep up with inflation. And BJ's is giving away free Butterball turkeys to customers who spend $150. The offer is good until Thursday, November 10th. That's business. I'm CJ Papa.
Still ahead, it's the #1 cause of cancer-related deaths for both men and women. And with November marking Lung Cancer Awareness Month, health officials are sounding the alarm about the disease. That story coming up.